Hi everybody, in this video let's try a few more questions for this 8.3 vectors in a Cartesian plane. Given that A is equal to 2i plus 3j, B is equal to 4i minus 5j, and C is equal to negative 5i plus 9j. We want to find 3a plus 2b minus c. 3a plus 2b minus c. Okay, so 3a 2i plus 3j plus 2b 4i minus 5j, and then we have minus c negative 5i plus 9j. Okay, so you have to be more careful with the I and j because they look very similar. Okay, here just do some expansion. 3 times 2 you will get 6i. 3 times 3 you get 9j. So positive you get positive, right? 2 4 you will get 8i. Positive negative you get negative. 2 5 10. Negative negative you will get positive, so it's 5i. Negative positive you get negative 9j. Okay, so if you want to arrange I and I together and j together first, you can do it this way. If you don't want, you can start to do the simplification here. So now let's look at I first. 6i, 8i, and 5i. So you notice that when I highlight it, right, I highlight together with the symbol in front of the number. So it means that 6 plus 8 plus 5. So 14, this is 19, 19i. Okay, now we go to the j. 9 minus 10 minus 9. So 9 minus 10 you get negative 1. Okay, it will be negative 10. Negative 10j. So this is the answer for part A1. Okay, let's try second part. So this means that we want to find the magnitudes for this vectors. So first we need to get this vector first. 2b minus 2, oh sorry, not 2b, b minus 2c. So b is this 4i minus 5j. Okay, so this is b. Then we have 2c, and remember the parenthesis, negative 5i plus 9j. Okay, let me draw a line over here. So this is 4i minus 5j, negative you get positive, 2 5 10, negative positive negative 2 9 18. Okay, so 4i plus 10i, you will get 14i, and then negative 5 minus 18 is equal to negative 23j. Okay, so this is a vectors for b minus 2c, and the question is asking about the magnitudes. So when we want to find the magnitudes, it's very easy. B minus 2c, the magnitude for b minus 2c will be equal to 14 square plus 23. If you want to write negative 23 also can, because negative 23 you square it, you get positive. If you don't want to write the negative, it's okay. Okay, then just press your calculator. 14 square plus negative 23 square. Okay, so it's equal to square root of 725, and this is equal to 5 times square root of 29. Okay, So this is the answer for part 2. Let me explain a little bit how I get this 5 times square root of 29. If you are using a new calculator, so it should be no problem because the calculator can give you this answer. If you are using the old model of like for example Casio 570 correct, you are not able to get this answer. But how do I get this one? Because square root 725 is actually equal to 25 times 29, right? Square root 25 times 29. So square root 25 is equal to 5. So this one we just keep it as square root 29. So this way how I get this answer. Okay, now let's try part B. P minus 2Q plus 4R. So it's the same thing like what we did just now, but this one it just gives this vector in different form. It's okay, so P minus 2Q plus 4R. Okay, so what's P? P is 7, negative 1. This is actually 7I minus J. So this is 7, negative 1. So if you don't want to do this way, you can convert this one to 7I minus J. Okay, then minus 2Q, negative 4, 6, plus 4R, 3, 8. Okay, so be careful when you have a negative sign. So this one I just copy first, 7, negative 1. Okay, I keep the negative. And then 2 I bring times the negative 4, I will get negative 8. 2 times 6, you will get 12. Plus 4 times 3, 12. 4 times 8, 32. 48, 32. Okay, then you can press the calculator. 7 minus negative 8 plus 12. So 15, 27. 27. Okay, and then this is negative 1, negative 12. You will get negative 13 plus 32. Okay, negative 13 plus 32. 19. Okay, so this is the answer for B1. Okay, so this is actually 27I plus 19J. Okay, now let's try the last part, B2. The unit vectors in the directions of 2R plus P. Unit vectors is a vectors with a magnitude of 1 unit. So we need to take this vector divided by the magnitudes. Okay, let me show you the formula first. This is a formula that we use to find the unit vectors. So let's say I want to find the vectors, the unit vectors of R. So it will be R and you put a cap on the top of this R. So this is a symbol for unit vectors. We take these vectors, the vectors of R, divided by its magnitudes. Then we will get the unit vectors. Okay, let's try the question just now. I show you one. We want to find the unit vectors in the directions of 2R plus P. So first we need to get the magnitudes. Okay, how about I find this vector first, 2R plus P. Okay, so 2R plus P, this one, 7, negative 1. Okay, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 8, partially. Okay, 6 plus 7, 13. 16 plus negative 1, you get 15. Okay, this is 2R plus P. Okay, so now next I want to get the magnitudes for this 2R plus P. Okay, let me erase this one first. I want to find the magnitude for this one. So it will be 13 square plus 15 square root. Okay, so just press the calculator. 13 square plus 15 square. Okay, so this is square root 394 units. So if you want to find the unit vectors, then it will be very easy. The unit vectors in the directions of 2r plus p will be equal to these vectors. Okay, so if you want to write in this form, then you will need to put 1 over square root 394 times 13 over 15. And then we'll bring this thing up, bring this go in, this times this times this. Then you will get 13 over square root 394 and then 15 over square root 394. So if you don't want to write in this form, you can also do it this way. So this is 13i plus 15j, right? So 13i plus 15j divided by the magnitudes, which is square root 394. Then it will be 13 over square root 394 I plus 15 over square root 394 j. They are actually the same thing. You get exactly the same answer. For these two questions, you can try your own. It's the same thing like what we did just now. This one, unit vectors. So when you see a V and you have a cap on the top of the V, this means that unit vectors. You take these vectors divided by the magnitudes. Okay, so let's try other questions. Okay, let's try this example 25. Given the vectors OA is equal to 9i minus 10j, OB is equal to 4i plus 2j, and OC is equal to ki minus 2j. We don't know the value of k, and the question tells us that O is the origin, find the value of k. Okay, this is not is, this is if. If, oh sorry, this is the value of k. I cut the wrong things. Cut this is. Find the value of k if point A, B, C are collinear. When they tell us this A, B, C are collinear, we know that the gradient of AB, AC, BC all will be the same. Okay, so let me try find AB first. AB is equal to AO plus OB, right? And you will get AB. This is AO, this is OA. So we want to get AO, we just change the sign. Positive, it becomes negative. Negative, change it become positive. Plus OB, okay, this one no problem, just copy 4i plus 2j. Okay, then negative 9 plus 4, you get negative 5. 10 plus 2 plus 12 j. Okay, negative 5i plus 12 j. Okay, correct. Now let me do BC. BC is equal to BO plus OC, right? Then you will get BC. Okay, again, this is OB, but what we are looking for is BO. So we have to change the sign. Positive, it becomes negative. Positive, it becomes negative because opposite directions. So it will be negative 4i minus 2j plus OC. Okay, this one no problem. We just copy ki minus 2j. Okay, next thing I group the I together and j together. So negative 4 plus k. So it can be written as k minus 4. Negative 4 plus k, ki. Then we have plus negative 2, negative oh sorry, this one we can add up together, negative 2, you get negative 4. So negative 4 j. Okay, since that A, B, C, they are collinear, so we know they have the same gradient, you can do it this way. Negative 4 divided by k minus 4 will be equal to 12 divided by negative 5. Okay, negative 4. So before you do this way, make sure that you arrange nicely I, j, okay? Negative 4 divided by k minus 4 is equal to 12 divided by negative 5. Okay, so next, this one you should be no problem, just get the value of k. So how about we do cross multiplication. So you will get 20, and this is 12k minus 48. Okay, I move the 48 over here. 20 plus 48 is equal to 12k. So this is 68 is equal to 12k. Okay, so k will be equal to 68 over 12. So you can use your calculator to help you simplify it. K is equal to 17 over 3. So if you want to proceed one more step, you can change it to become a mixed number. If you don't want, you want to stop here, it's okay. So k is equal to 5 and 2 over 3. 35, 17. Okay, correct. Okay, let's try the last questions. In a parallelogram, okay, this is a parallelogram PQRS. So when we label the vertices for a polygon, make sure that you go clockwise or anti-clockwise. You cannot, for example, if I tell you that we have a rectangle, okay, let's say we have a rectangle A, B, C, D. When you simply draw a rectangle, when you label it, you have to go clockwise or anti-clockwise. You cannot label it this way, A, B, C, D. Oh, not correct. Or if you label this way, A, B, C, D. No, we cannot do it this way. We must follow the sequence. I mean that we have to go clockwise. We have to go clockwise, A, B, C, D, or A, B, C, D. Okay, clockwise or anti-clockwise. So same thing here. We have a parallelogram PQRS. So I don't know the shape of the parallelogram, but it's okay. I just simply sketch a diagram to help me to solve these questions. Okay. So how about I write the P over here, and Q, R, and S. Okay, so PQ, P to Q. Okay, PQ is I. Okay, how about I change it? I change this Q over become here. If you don't want to change it, okay, you still can get the answer, no problem. PQRS. Okay, so PQ is I plus 5 over 2j. So since this is a parallelogram, so the vector here will exactly the same as this one, I plus 5 over 2j. So PR, where's PR? Okay, PR is over here. This is what? This is KI plus 4j. Okay, and then I have PS. PS is over here, 4i plus hj. Okay, so I have drawn a parallelogram. Now let's see how do we solve the questions. Find the value of k and h. K and h. This is h. Okay, this is I plus 5 over 2j. So I know here must be the same thing, right? Because this is a parallelogram. I plus 5 over 2j. Oh, this is j. Now PR given here is ki plus 4j. PR is equal to ki. Okay, let me write over here. PR is equal to PS plus SR, right? Okay, now I know that the question tells me that PR is equal to this. So here I will change become ki plus 4j. So ps is equal to this 4i plus hj. sr is equal to this I plus 5 over 2j. Okay, so the next thing is just do some simplification. 4i plus r, you will get 5i, and then here will be plus 5 over 2 plus hj. Okay, let me check, correct or not this one. 5 over 2 plus h. Okay, correct. So the left hand side will be ki plus 4j. So they are the same thing. Now by comparison, I can get the value of k and h. K is equal to 5, right? K is equal to 5. And 4 is equal to this. 4 is equal to 5 over 2 plus h. Okay, h will be equal to 4 minus 5 over 2. 12减5是3. Okay, h is equal to 3 over 2 and k is equal to 5. Okay, let me write down first. K is equal to 5 and h is equal to 3 over 2. Okay, let's proceed to the last part. Okay, then we have to find the magnitudes of the diagonal OS. So diagonal OS will be, oh sorry, not OS, QS. Q to S. Okay, so Q to S. QS is equal to QR plus RS, right? QR plus RS. Okay, so QR, these directions, so it's exactly the same as this PS. Okay, PS is 4i plus hj. So this will be the same, 4i plus hj. 4i, okay, let me, yes, correct. 4i plus h, and I know h is 3 over 2. 3 over 2j. And then we have to plus rs. Okay, this one you have to be careful. The vector we got just now is sr. This is, I got this one from here, because they are parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. PQ and S are the same. So I plus 5 over 2j, I got it from here. But do you notice that the arrow is pointing this way, from S to R? Now we are looking for R to S. It's actually opposite directions. So we have to change the sign. It becomes negative I, negative 5 over 2j. Okay, 4i minus I, this is I, right? Okay, so you get 3i. And then 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2, you will get negative j. Okay, now we have the vectors of QS. The next thing is to get the magnitude, because the question is asking the magnitudes. So the magnitudes of QS will be equal to 3 square plus negative 1 square, square root. Oh, square root. So this is 9, this is 1. So it will be square root 10 units. Okay, so for this video I stop here first. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.